Welcome to Jaipur, India, home to 3.8 million people. Here, culture and opulence go hand in hand. The city is known for its pink architecture and its palaces. And we're about to take you inside one, where you can now spend the night. The 300-year-old Jaipur City Palace has greeted some of the world's most famous people. Jackie O, Charles and Diana, even Oprah. But never before have the public been able to stay here until now. This is the Goodliest Suite.
Originally, it was one of the many rooms that this building had. Over time, this had become a bedroom. Don't forget, we are in a building that is about 300 years old now, give or take a few, decades.
Give or take a few.
We are in what is now a very fancy dressing space. But again, if you look at the structure, you are seeing the remains of what once upon a time would have been like a Turkish bath.
Now, this is the biggest bathroom I've ever seen.
Isn't it wonderful?
The toilet has its own room, so does the bath.
Well, again, as you see, this is space that existed that was more or less forgotten.
And of course, in a royal suite, you need your own pool. The lavish room can be booked exclusively on Airbnb. Part of the profits from the cost of the accommodation will be going towards the Princess Diya Kumari Foundation, a charity helping underprivileged women in India. But no visit to a palace would be complete without meeting a king. Your Highness, thank you for having us.
Pleasure.
Yes, I met a king. The monarchies were abolished when India became a republic in 1950, but the royal families are still recognised and deeply respected. His Royal Highness Maharaja Padma Singh became king at the tender age of 12. Now 21, he's about as modern as kings come. A huge Instagram following, he's walked the catwalks in Milan, and he's a champion polo player, a sport which brought him down under 3 years ago.
Australia will probably be my most memorable polo trip, because that was the first time I represented my country. It was really, my father was there with me. It was one of the most emotional moments of my life when I first stood wearing my India t-shirt at the World Cup 3 years ago in Sydney.
We don't have a palace for you to stay in, but I'm sure there's plenty of Airbnbs that you can crash at while you're there.
100%. In fact, if I'm not wrong, when I first went to Australia, I stayed in an Airbnb house.
As well as the polo, his passion is promoting his Jaipur, which is why he says they've taken the unprecedented step of unrolling the red carpet to the general public.
It's one of the nicest, most beautiful cities. You'll see it for yourself, from the people, the culture, the traditions, and the fact that all these traditions and culture, they're still alive and in full glory.
For 3 centuries, my home has been waiting.